Christianic CYInterview covering Las Vegas and the world. If you haven't already, please hit the like button below. And please hit the subscribe button below to keep up with everything we have going on here at CYInterview in Las Vegas and beyond. We greatly appreciate it. Today we're going to revisit our CYInterview with Mel B of the Spice Girls, also known to the world as Scary Spice.
This is Christianic, and you're on CYInterview.com, where we have brought you hundreds of the biggest and brightest names in news, sports, and entertainment. With me today, she's had a very long career in acting, modeling, singing, anything else in between. She's got her new fitness DVD coming out on February 3rd. You can find more information about it at her official website, melaniebrown.com, or you can head over to amazon.com, type in Totally Fit Melanie Brown, better known as Scary Spice from the Spice Girls. Thanks for joining me today. How you been?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, good. I have to say, you have more gigs than anyone I can keep track of in Hollywood. But besides being a wife and a mother, how do you find time to exercise, train, and have that totally fit body that you have shown, after having two kids? It's just unbelievable.
Oh, wow, thank you. I think it's partly because I'm a Gemini. I like to switch things up every now and again, and I get bored quick, so I have to keep myself entertained. But my DVD thing is my workout is that I've been doing this on and off for the last 8 years, and especially since I had Angel, I really concentrated down a format that I know works. So if you keep on doing it, it works. And yeah, I guess I'm just one of those people. It's all about balance as well. You have to have time with your kids, time for yourself, time with your husband to be able to function in life and get the best out of yourself. So far, so good. I'm not doing too bad with balancing the whole juggling act between everything. But yeah, I really enjoy everything I do as well, luckily.
Well, what advice could you give to fellow moms? Any secrets, anything in particular? I know that, you say you have to eat well, you have to exercise, you've got to do both. You can't just do one or the other. Do you have any other advice you can give to fellow moms?
Well, I only do my workout when my 2-year-old goes down for a 2-hour nap. Mm-hmm. So I cram in my workout. I also stick my crock pot on, put a load of vegetables and chicken broth and let that do itself cooking for 4 hours, and then that feeds my family for the next two days or so. Mm-hmm. So it's all about just time management and what is quick and easy and healthy, and keep it consistent. Mm-hmm. So I do my workout like at least 2-3 times a week, whether it be by myself or whether my girlfriends come over and do it with me. So it keeps me motivated, so I don't want to slack off. And plus I drink a good amount of water, and I know it's hard for people to get drinking water because I was not a water drinker before I discovered this great water called Aqua Hydrate, which is brilliant. It's got trace minerals, it's got electrolytes, everything you can possibly want, and it's good for hangovers.
Is it true that you've been offered your own workout TV show with this buzz on this DVD? I read some reports on that. Is it true that Melanie's going to get more into the fitness world and maybe become a role model?
I would love to do that because it's something that I'm passionate about, and it's something that I do day in, day out, and have done for a long time. So I hopefully know how to get people motivated and get into that totally fit lifestyle. Because it isn't just doing an odd workout here and there or eating healthy here and there. It's about being consistent, but also, giving your body a break and having your cheat day once a week and vegging out on the sofa and being good to yourself at the same time. But yeah, I'd definitely love to become some kind of a role model if I can squeeze myself in there to the fitness world, because I know what I do works, and so if I can spread that around to as many people as possible, I'm doing my bit.
Yeah, well, everywhere I look, I see you on the front of magazines, tabloids. They're showing your body. They're showing you in a swimsuit, and just they're following everywhere.
You're getting caught paparazzi.
Yeah, you're getting caught by the paparazzi.
I didn't even know they were there.
Yeah, I know, but I just everywhere I look, I see there's Mel B on the beach. There's Mel B doing this. There's Mel B doing that. How does it make you feel?
Well, I don't always look at every tabloid picture, and I don't always read what they're saying about it, because sometimes it's not very nice. But if anything, I'll look at a picture and go, oh dear, why did I wear that? Or, oh, that doesn't look too bad, I'll wear that again. I don't really let it get into my psyche that much and get me down, or, oh my God, look at what I look like. I just, everybody has good days and bad days, and I just get on with it. I actually find it kind of funny that people think I'm that interesting. It's good.
I know.
Yeah.
Again, it's like over the holidays, you were trying to go Christmas shopping somewhere, and there were at least like 30 cameras around you, and it was on one of the entertainment television stations.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it was just like, let the
crazy.
woman walk. Let the woman go what she's got to do. I mean, yes, it's Mel B. She was in one of the hottest groups of all time in music. Yes, she was on Dancing with the Stars, which is the major television show. Let her have a life. Let her get through and let her move on. So I have to say, do you cheat? What's the biggest cheat as far as food goes, as far as you for your weekly cheat, as you say? You got to spoil yourself once in a while. What is the hardest thing for you?
Well, every Sunday I do have my English Sunday roast, which is, roast potatoes, Yorkshire puddings, which is like this dough thing, roast chicken and gravy and stuffing. I do love my Sunday roast. And then, I'll crave the odd chocolate once, twice a month. But apart from that, I like to eat healthy. I think once you get a good recipe to throw in your salad, or once you get a good, chicken and vegetable dish that you really like, you can really mix it up a bit. And healthy eating becomes really interesting and it becomes tasty. Rather than it being, humdrum and dull or not tasty. You can really throw lots of peppers and herbs and stuff into your healthy eating food to make it enjoyable for not just for me, but for the whole family.
Well, you definitely got a workout on Dancing with the Stars, and you were able to really see and make your body feel and move. And then now we move towards this workout DVD. How did that experience impact your life to where you are now?
Well, it was quite interesting because it was like being at school. Actually, you had to clock in on the morning and then clock out around 4 or 5 o'clock. So it was like a whole school day. But the good thing is, I got to take my 9-year-old to school and pick her up and drop her off. I brought Angel along with me, and my husband had come into my rehearsals, and it was so much fun to be able to learn how to dance. Especially, I was taught by Max, and he's like a world champion. So to be given that opportunity in itself was amazing, and we really became close. Max is part of our family. He comes over and hangs out with the kids and hangs out with my husband, and that pressure of doing a TV show every week, I didn't really find it pressure because I was having so much fun.
It seems
I was laughing a lot, and at the same time I got to be taught how to be a dancer, which is amazing.
Even your husband is in the DVD also. We get to see him during your
cooking in my kitchen.
During your cooking in the cooking sessions. I have to say, you guys had a chance to renew your vows back in November. Was it one of the best days of your life?
Yeah, it was so much fun. Oh my God, we took 30 of our closest friends and family away with us to Egypt, of all places, which is one of the most amazing culture, spiritual places that you could ever go and visit. And we actually have a house down there, so it was nice to actually take everybody over to our private little sanctuary. And we did a traditional Egyptian wedding with all the kids, and it was just brilliant. We were actually, the morning of my wedding day, we took everybody out into the desert and rode dirt bikes, and then we went for camel rides. I mean, not many people can say that on their wedding day. They went dirt biking in a deserted desert and then went on a camel, and then a couple of hours later got married in a full-on traditional Egyptian swagger. It was brilliant.
Why Egypt? I have to ask. Why Egypt?
Well, Stefan has really good friends over there, and we went over there at Christmas and just fell in love with the place. The people, just the food, the atmosphere, the weather, the settings. It's just gorgeous.
You come back onto the stage with Dancing with the Stars. You get to the finals in Dancing with the Stars. You are the runner-up. Then you go straight from Dancing with the Stars to the Spice Girls tour. You go from the Spice Girls tour, you go to numerous television appearances. You work for Access Hollywood. You've got this going on. How do you juggle all the projects?
I make sure that I have time to recuperate each day. So I make sure that I get to do my workout. I make sure I get to spend valid time with my kids every day. I'm just, I'm not the kind of person to stay home all day, every day. I mean, obviously I have days where I don't want to leave the house. I'm just chilling at home. But I'm all about getting out and about and being active and, I'm 33 years old. I'm not about to retire or live a quiet life. And with kids as well, you're constantly kind of on the go.
Well,
whether it be play dates, whether it be going to Disneyland or taking the kids to the park, you're constantly out there doing stuff.
Well, look at Madonna at 50 years old, continuing to do tours, and I'm sure that you and the girls could get back together again if you really want. Were you surprised at the success of the tour? Were you surprised?
Yeah, we were really surprised. I mean, we knew that we wanted to get back together and do one last final big bang for each other and for our fans, and especially for our kids to see, because, when we first came out, with Spice Girls, Phoenix and Brooklyn, they were like in our tummy. They weren't even born, actually. So it was nice to get back out there and for them to see what Mum does, and for us to say thank you to our fans for all the dedication and support they've shown us throughout the years. And we did it on our terms. We hired the best choreographer, the best stage management, lighting. Me and Victoria actually handpicked all the dancers. So it was nice to kind of say a final farewell to, well, not to each other because we're best friends, but a farewell to the Spice legacy as such, and yeah, do it our way.
I mean, one of the shows sold out in like 38 seconds, and it was just unbelievable. And it's like, there you guys were back on the stage. You go from Dancing with the Stars to the Spice Girls tour.
And the funny thing is, I was doing I have the Too Many Abs, actually, in my DVD, and I used to get everybody gathered round to do it right before we went on stage. All the girls and the dancers and the crew, they'd all be there doing my Too Many Abs. So it works. Everyone got in shape on that tour, that's for sure.
Yeah. I want to cover a few more things, and then we'll finish up with the DVD. And thanks for talking about a few other things. They really appreciate it. But the show upcoming in Las Vegas, I have to ask, what are your hopes and what are your fears?
I think anything when it comes to performing on stage is a challenge. And I don't get fearful. I get like this nervous energy that I just want to just get on that stage and just do the best job that I can possibly do and entertain the people that have paid for their seats. The show's very high energy. It's beautifully designed with all the costumes. The whole set is just a dream. I mean, the guy who created Legally Blonde on Broadway and Hairspray on Broadway, he's created this show especially for me. So I'm very, very flattered for that. And I get to sing, I get to dance, I get to take Bo Peep on this amazing experience of empowerment and girl powerness. So it's kind of keeping in the same theme of the Spice Girls, but it's just me out there by myself giving it some. It's going to be brilliant.
We'll finish up and tell me what you hope people get out of this DVD.
Well, I know it works. So the minute you stick that DVD in there and get doing it 2-3 times a week by yourself, when your kids are napping or with a group of friends, you'll start to see changes. And at least give yourself at least a good 4 to 6 weeks to really start seeing changes, especially if you start eating healthy and treating your body good and drink lots of aqua hydrate. That's my point.
Yeah.
Good luck.